Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about guilds, just what do they do for you, what's the point of them, and why are they so really important. I'm not doing a daily update video today for this character just because I've really done nothing with him today. I've had so much going on that I've literally just not had time, to be honest. So if you really want an update, I did a Hellgate earlier with him in like 5-1 gear. That someone gave me to use for that. I actually got a Hellion Boots artifact, so I've been using that today. Really enjoyed it. It's really fun to play with. It's really strong as well. Got some mats, traded away the mats that I can't use for the mats I can, so that's been good. I've been using that to craft a little bit of gear. I haven't really crafted too much, but yeah, I've got some. So basically I'm working on getting a nice set of gear for him purely to use to farm. I didn't actually see how much I needed. Purely to use to farm, so there's not really a big update for it. Anyway, getting into the guilds. So, guilds. Why are guilds important? Why am I jumping around guilds left, right and centre at the moment? Because it feels like I am. All that sort of thing. So, in this game, I'm finding very quickly now that trying to do everything myself is unsustainable. It's impossible. Like, you will burn yourself out trying to do everything for yourself. I promise you that, 100%. It is genuinely not possible to do everything for yourself. Yeah, eventually maybe, but right now, like, it would take so long to do, and so much money and so much time and effort, that it would pretty much be just unfeasible, especially to do at the start of a beta. Let's say that. So that means you need to rely on people. So why do you need to rely on people? What do other people offer you? So me personally, I am a PvP. I'm a combat through and through. I do a bit of gathering, do a bit of crafting, but my sole purpose, the reason I play this game is to PvP. Now, I actually saw a graph, and I can't find this graph for the life of me, but it basically showed a big sort of flowchart, and it was a square. It was gatherers gathered the materials to give to the crafters, for the crafters to make the gear to give to the PvP team. The PvP team go and do territories. They go and basically protect gatherers. They zerg around to make sure that the gatherers are safe. They obviously getting the territories gives them somewhere to farm. The combats are supposed to be there to be the front line of the guild, so it's always important that you keep them fed, like you keep them geared up. You then have obviously the gatherers and the crafters who need to work off each other, to be honest. If you don't work off each other, they're just going to fall apart in themselves. So it's a bit of a silly situation. Not silly, I like it. I like the fact that it's reliant. We haven't had a game like this that I know of that has been so reliant on other people, on guilds, for ages, and people don't know how to deal with it. Partially myself included. I've always been a solo player. I pretty much... wow, that's so close. I've actually got more in the bank. But yeah, I've pretty much always been a solo player. I don't really bother with guilds because ultimately in things like WoW, I just haven't had the time to commit to them. And even if I did, I couldn't be reliable. I was a kid when I was playing WoW, like growing up, I never could guarantee raid times and things like that. But in this game, guilds are so crucial to the game because you need that structure, you need that organisation to work through the guild. Basically, the guild has to help you to help itself, if that makes sense. I'm so slow. The guild has to help you to help itself. And what do I mean by that is that if the guild just turned around and said everyone just do everything for themselves, it would be so inefficient. Come launch, I'm going to be doing my own guild. So this is kind of a little bit of an announcement today to say, yes, I'm doing my own guild. If you guys are interested, let me know, hit me up, and we'll sort that at some point. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing my own guild just because I'm bored of relying on other people to organise stuff. Guilds in this game require so much time, so much effort to organise, and I would rather be the one doing that than forcing other people to, especially when that means that they're under a lot of stress, and if they don't get it right, it's just a stressful situation for everyone. So I've been a gatherer while I couldn't PvP too much, and while my computer was being a complete potato and unable to use. I was a gatherer for a couple of days. I just did nothing but gather. What did I expect from the guilds? I expect they kept the territories up. If I was running with big materials, lots of materials, I was expecting that they would sort of move me. So as in another guild, and I found 7-2, I believe, on my main character, and I got the whole node. And I was like, okay, I've logged off. I'll log back in when you get here. And basically, I just logged off and was like, okay, guys, you form like a 5-man group and you protect me, because we hadn't really had any tier 7 nodes, especially that high. And it was kind of like, yeah, guys, okay, come on, come and help me, because you help me helps you. And that's exactly what I did. And by doing that, then we got that whole tree. But I expected that from them. I expected that they would offer some sort of protection. I then gave it to a crafter who turned it into a load of different weapons, armor, whatever. And out of that, I got some of the gear as a reward, as a thank you. And then the guild got the rest. But it also, like, I spoke to the officers at the time and basically got told, since I'm gathering this stuff, if I need anything from the guild, just ask and they'll provide it, because I'm helping them out. From that, they made so many tier 7.2 planks, so many tier 7.2 weapons, that actually I helped the guild massively. And this is it. Everyone has a role to play in a guild. No one should be in a guild just because they have the guild name. I know a lot of people are in, or have been in, some of the Zergia guilds, some of the bigger guilds. I'm not going to mention names because people rage at me when I mention names. I know some of the bigger guilds are very, very strict and very, very organised. I know some of them are literally just invite everybody. And the ones that are invite everybody, there's no skill to it. There's like, people just do their own thing, and basically that sort of guild at that point just works off taxes. You pay taxes by being in the guild then uses that money to sort their A-teams out. I don't agree with that method. I would rather everybody contributed, and I think that's what it needs to be, but it also means that everyone needs to be rewarded. Say, for example, if I was to walk into town now, chuck a load of tier 8 resources into the guild bank and be like, here you go, guys, and then all of them resources got used, and then the next time I went and said, right, guys, I've been killed, can anyone supply me a tier 7 set of gatherer's gear? And they go, well, no, get your own. I would feel really hurt and feel a little bit like, what's the point of me being in the guild? And that's exactly it. That's exactly the point. People need a reason. People are still having to justify why guilds are important. Guilds are everything in this game, and I don't think everyone's quite realised it yet, in that GVGs are kind of the highest tier of PvP right now, and territories, people thought territories are a waste of time. I personally think they're amazing. I leveled literally like 8 or 9k fame per hour at tier 6, I believe, when I was tier 6 on my main gathering, in a territory, just walking around in a circle. It wasn't difficult, it wasn't hard, it wasn't fun, it wasn't fast, but it worked. And people really just underestimate how strong they are. I really wouldn't want to gather now without territories, which is why now that I'm in the pugs, I'm going to be pushing to try and take some territories, even if it's a case of making my own team. PS, I'm probably going to make my own team within pugs, so if you want to start GVGing, hit me up and we'll sort that out as well. Until the end of beta, I'm probably going to stick with these guys now till the end of beta, or I hope so anyway. But yeah, so I've kind of gotten into a bit of a ramble. Basically what I'm trying to say in this whole scenario is that guilds, every single person in a guild has a place, and everyone in that guild needs to offer and contribute something. If you don't, then you are missing the point of being in a guild entirely. Guilds are just so important to basically everyone. Like, I kind of said it earlier, in that the whole someone coming in and asking for a set of gear after they die and being told no, like, you give no worth to any of the efforts that he's put into that guild so far. Whereas had he have come in and been like, right guys, I need this or that, and they'd have said yes, next time when he found something that was worth something, he could help out. I know there was some guilds, so I was talking to another guild that much smaller numbers. However, they're very tight knit, and they were saying, yeah, like all of their members are going to have premium paid for them just permanently because they can sustain it off what they make from resources and crafts and stuff like that. And if they can't, then they just sell some stuff off that they earn from GVGs or Hellgates, and they make a lot of money that way. They make a lot of money that way. Come on. And yeah, so kind of like I said, I kind of got into a bit of a ramble there, just because, like I said, I've been asked to leave, shall we say, from this guild because of friendships with a certain other person that plays the game. I play with them a lot, and they then attacked a GVG in Fleet, or a Fleet-owned GVG, territory, and that kind of went to a lot of drama. I think it's petty and sad in that I think guilds have to have that element of trust in this game. You look at the small guilds, if everyone in that guild doesn't work together and get on, then you're going to have so many problems, and people really aren't seeing it coming right now. But yeah, so just to sort of sum up, guilds are important because gatherers have a place, crafters have a place, combats have a place, and you kind of need to all work together to get the best results. Come launch, like I said, I'll be doing my own guilds. This is a little bit of an announcement as well. If you are interested, I will be doing that. So speak to me and we'll see if we can sort something out to get people in. I'm going to probably be doing it a couple of weeks before the end of beta. But yeah, so thank you for listening. I apologise if you can hear a bike right now. It is absolutely sweltering in the UK. It's just so hot. For me anyway, I'm ginger and very fair-skinned, but it is what it is. So anyway guys, thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, all that usual stuff, and catch you later. Goodbye.